some crazy misogynist entered The View, because there's nothing worse than The View. In terms of, like, there are so many brilliant women out there, none of them are on The View.
People want divided, and they aren't just here in this country. They're foreign adversaries who are infiltrating our social media because it is prudent for us to stay that way.
You're seeing this, not just waste. You could call it waste, but it's deeper. It's deeper than waste. It's corruption. And you're seeing that corruption get weeded out. I am hoping that this is successful and that it yields benefit to the American people, to the working class people, to everybody, where they recognize, like, hey, we can't just be spending all our tax money on nothing.
Now that the roles have finally been switched, the show appears to be waning. This is not only a setback, I assure you. This TV program, which has been making outrageous accusations about powerful people for years, has been the target of more than 30 defamation complaints. It is currently embroiled in its own conflicts. I don't mind if individuals express themselves. For example, Carrie Underwood stated, "Listen, it's not political for me," following her performance.
I think that people are having a hard time. Me too.
Yeah.
I work for it. If I had all the money in the world, I would not be here.
I adore my nation. The View initially attempted to minimize the incident. The hosts persisted in behaving as if the criticism were just another flimsy point that they could ignore. However, things were different this time. There was more to the cases than mere threats. They were authentic. Their predicament was also known to the network's legal team. Winning defamation charges can be difficult, but the risk rises when there are clear instances of unfounded allegations. After the network started to lose a lot of money, ABC management were forced to decide whether to discontinue The View in order to reduce their losses or to keep the show airing and risk huge legal expenses. In the end, they decided to put an end to the show permanently. This was a complete suspension, not merely a brief reprieve. ABC said in a statement that they were carefully considering the issues and re-evaluating the show's course. They were aware of their mistakes, to be honest. According to network sources, Whoopi Goldberg was incensed and accused cancel culture of being unfairly singled out for the event.
And mine are no exception. I regret my comments, as I said, and I stand.
Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts have long been renowned for making audacious assertions that are frequently unsupported by data. The View rarely appeared to care about the possible repercussions of their discussions, whether they were about Donald Trump, Elon Musk, or even Carrie Underwood. The problem is that there will always be legal repercussions when powerful people who can afford to defend themselves are criticized. And now is the moment. There are more than 1 or 2 legal issues facing The View. More than 30 slander cases remain unresolved. There have reportedly been multiple investigations into Whoopi Goldberg, and it's unclear what will happen next.
When you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, but I didn't. And I should have said cheated, and I used another word, and I'm really...
Whoopi Goldberg has come under fire for her divisive comments and misrepresentations of the truth. Some of the individuals she named are now attempting to harm her career, defending their reputations, claiming monetary damages, and retaliating. It began modestly, with occasional legal warnings. However, well-known individuals like Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and even some surprising figures are now acting against The View due to what they consider to be rash charges. And if things continue in this direction, the show may be coming to an end. However, how did this happen? Let's begin with Elon Musk and Donald Trump, the two most well-known figures spearheading the movement.
We speak the world's richest man, Elon Musk, full access to the U.S. Treasury federal payment system, and Democrats are ringing the alarm bell.
Elon Musk invested, almost $300 million that we know of on the Donald Trump campaign. Yesterday, Senator Klobuchar made a joke. She said, what's the difference between Donald Trump and Greenland?
According to reports, Elon Musk's legal team has been collecting evidence against The View for years, recording any comments that can be interpreted as defamatory. They are currently getting ready to go to court. Not to mention that Donald Trump's case has garnered a lot of public attention in addition to legal concerns. Whoopi Goldberg and her colleagues may find themselves in a challenging situation if this problem picks up speed. The fact that there are other persons pursuing legal action in addition to Musk and Trump, however, is the biggest surprise. According to reports, even influential people in the entertainment and music industries disagree with the viewpoint. There is a major issue when individuals from all facets of the entertainment industry begin to drift apart. Who would have thought that Carrie Underwood would sue The View? You're correct. Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts may have chosen the incorrect person to attack this time, even though they were certain that they could talk without worrying about retaliation. It all began when Joy Behar was accused of disparaging Carrie and implying that her support for Donald Trump was a betrayal of her nation. The allegation was made as though it would never be contested, even though there was no hard proof to back it up. Carrie Underwood, however, refused to accept it. She filed a lawsuit rather than reacting on social media, as many celebrities do. The country music artist is reportedly suing The View for millions of dollars in damages, alleging that Joy Behar's claimed comments have caused her financial and emotional harm.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country has come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are.
And I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's...
Given how devoted country music fans are, harm to an artist's reputation may have long-term consequences. According to Carrie Underwood's complaint, Joy Behar's comments were not only unfounded but also purposefully damaging to her reputation. Intent is also important in defamation cases. Joy Behar and ABC may face harsh legal and financial repercussions if Carrie can demonstrate that The View made these claims knowing they were untrue or with reckless contempt for the truth. Everything has become much more complicated as a result of Carrie's lawsuit. Other country musicians have already condemned the viewpoint, claiming it is biased and unfairly disparages singers with whom they disagree. Some are even making insinuations about filing their own lawsuit. However, you should reconsider if you believed that this was the end. The man who never backs down from a fight comes next.
Love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this conviction.
Anyone with knowledge Joe Rogan is aware that he is not a gamer and that he is not scared to call out hypocrisy when he witnesses it, but Whoopi Goldberg may not have anticipated any resistance when she attacked him on The View. Rogan was called dangerous and careless, and she claimed that his podcast was disseminating damaging false information. To tell the truth, Rogan has already faced similar charges. But what precisely did Whoopi say? Things started to alter at that point.
Doing it. This is like really important because they keep tending that I lied or I did this or I did that. No one ever committed to doing it. Well, we went through, I've got a whole, we have all seats, by the way. Of course. I have a whole list of conversations that took place. They never said she was doing it. So this whole idea that we over and then we over for Trump, incorrect. Just not.
Joe Rogan is not only a podcaster but also a successful businessman. His platform has a larger following than The View, and his brand is worth millions. Therefore, Joe Rogan wasn't willing to overlook the fact that Whoopi Goldberg was pursuing a global brand rather than a man with a microphone. In response, he revealed The View's own fabrications over the years. He reminded his viewers that The View had likewise disseminated false information, criticized their hypocrisy, and cited earlier arguments. Rogan didn't stop there, either. He responded by suing The View, alleging defamation and harm to his reputation. The best part is that he has the receipts. Clips of The View making untrue statements about Rogan were collected by his staff.